Hello friends and welcome back to another video. Joel back with you. Happy to be here. Today we're going to take a look at something and is it worth it? We're going to see are budget headphones worth it? I got two to look at today. We're going to look at the Resident Audio R100 as well as the Superlux HD 562. These are a pair of over-ear headphones for only 20 bucks and an on-ear headphone for only $27-30 on Amazon. As I'm doing this video, pretty exciting stuff for really cheap. We're gonna look at, are these even worth it? And you're gonna wanna stick around to the end for something special. With the Resident Audio R100 headphones, you're getting a pretty simple setup here. These are the over-ear headphones that are going to have no mess and no fuss here. 32 ohms of impedance. A adapter is included for 1/8 to 1/4, which is nice. 40mm drivers in there. Frequency range of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. They have like a leatherette band on them, and they are over-the-ear headphones that should be pretty comfortable. So let's do a little bit of comparison of these and see what we got. So in the box, you just get the headphones themselves, and they have a nice little cushiony headband like the leatherette there with really big over-the-ear pads there. You get an adapter to take your 1/8 to 1/4 if you need that for your audio. And that's it. That's all you get in the box besides the headphones themselves. With the HD 562 Superlux headphones, you're going to get a comfortable fit, as they say. It has a split headphone that we'll look at in just a minute. High sound pressure levels, so it's going to isolate the sound well. Swiveling ear cup, that's ear cup, not ear cups. Only one of them swivels, which is interesting. And a detachable cable, which is a little misleading, but we'll get into that soon. So when you open up the bag for the Superlux, you start to notice where your extra $10 goes to. Your adapter for 1/8 to 1/4 here is a screw on there instead of just a push on. You get these little like velour type pads if you want to switch out instead of using the faux leather ones on here. And then you get a little drawstring bag, which, you know, isn't crazy quality, but it's nice, and they fit in there nicely with some extra space to put in some other things. So you get a little bit of what your extra $10 goes for, but is that worth it to you to spend half of the money extra on just these couple extra accessories? So let's talk about these Resident Audio R100s. So being less than $20, like $19.99, you're not going to be expecting too crazy quality. But overall, they're pretty decent. So they're extremely lightweight, and they feel pretty good. It's this leatherette here, and I have really big ears, and they fit nicely over there. I feel like these would be real comfortable. They don't move around too much. They feel good because it is so lightweight. You're not going to notice over long extended periods of them wearing them, which is nice. The material in there is like a compression cushion. It's hard to explain, but it's not like the softest of cushions, but it does all right, and I think it would be okay since they are so light. They don't pinch too hard. I feel like they would feel pretty good overall. On the sides, you just have a little click slider to make them larger or smaller. This is pretty dinky with the just a little groove on each of them here, and it's all plastic. So that's going to be something. If you're worried about it giving back and forth, there's a little bit of move there. Obviously, they're not too rigid, but they fit okay. They're all right. There's not any movement in swivel in the ear cups themselves, so that is something to note. So moving on to the design of these HD 562s, they're pretty drastically different because these 562, these have this expandable headband, as you can see, and this allows you to better spread across the weight on your head. Since this is in fact an on-ear headphone, not over the ear, you will get more of a pinch and a pressure. The nice thing is that the cushion on these Superlux ones it's better. It feels better. The top cushion, there's less of it, so that's definitely noticeable. But overall, these got a very interesting design. So when you put them on your head, they suction cushion really tight, so you actually get some really good sound isolation. It's hard to hear myself here. But then that band on the top, as you can see, there's two pieces, so you can move them forward or backward, kind of however it's going to better fit your head to release some of that pressure and to better situate the clamp of the headphones. So they fit on here really nicely, feels really good. And as I pointed out a little earlier, is that there's one ear cup swivel. So, you know, if you want to, you can be like, so, no, I can only swivel one ear. No, it's cool, just one ear. Okay, well, yeah, we're good. I can go back to DJing. Even though the box advertised an attachable cable, you're actually gonna have to take screws and unscrew these and then undo them from each of the headphones. So it's a bit of work, and I probably would never do that unless you had to replace them, in which case you could probably just buy another pair for as much as you would get parts. I don't even know if you can get the parts for that, but overall the plastic on this feels a little bit better. It feels a little bit nicer in your hand. It's a lot smaller, and it's hard to tell whether which one's more comfortable. I feel like this would have some fatigue over time just because on-ear ones do have more of a pinch on your ear. Like I said, for me, I have bigger ears, and the clamp on it pushes really hard against my ears. And so the cushion really helps with that, and the placement of the headband to be able to be movable is really nice. You can even make it a visor in front of you if you'd like, which is silly. But I like that design a little. It's kind of interesting out of the box a little bit to help you get some pressure relieved there. I actually have an angled cable, and if that's something that you like, it's pretty nice. So now the good stuff. How did they sound? The R100s were comfortable and good, but I had to pump up the volume a good bit to get them to be loud enough. And also, it was a bit muddied. All of the highs and the lows just kind of sunk together to an overall mid sound, and I didn't really get distinction in the sound overall. That's much to be expected for $20 earphones, and for the most part, for people that's just looking for an over-the-ear headphones, they'll do a good job. I mean, there was nothing terrible about them, but the sound definitely didn't impress me whatsoever. Now, on the other hand, I was pleasantly surprised with these HD 652s from Superlux. Wow, they had a really punchy sound is what I would say. The highs and mids were real clear. There was a good bit of bass in there that really, you could feel it. They were enjoyable to wear. What I did then was I compared each of these headphones at $30 and $20 to headphones that are about $150 each to get a little comparison. So these are older headphones, but they have newer versions, which I'll link down below. These are the Sony MDR V500s, and these are like a studio headphone monitors for like a DJ maybe setup. And these have been great over many years, and these have a great sound. Very good for monitoring and such because they're a pretty clear sound overall. And I think I might have enjoyed the sound from these Superluxes even a little bit better. They were punchier and it was a little more enjoyable. Now if I'm editing audio and things like that and trying to get the clearest sound, I probably would use these because they're more closer to a studio sound, but these are super enjoyable to use, and when using them, they have 70 ohms for the impedance, and I really felt like they took advantage of the V20's quad DAC and pumped out a great sound. Got some decent sound separation on the instruments, and the bass felt solid. The highs and mids were great overall. So, I mean, you don't really need to spend $150 on these if you just wanted an on-ear that was pretty solid overall. I was super impressed with how great these were for $30. The comparison to the over-ear was another story though. These R100s that are $20 to the HD 598s, which are about $160, there's really no comparison. Two things that you do need to point out is that these are closed back, so you're going to get a much different sound than these semi-open back that will let in some more sound and have some sound separation. Overall, I mean, these are still some of my favorite headphones you can get. Definitely my favorite under $200, and just how comfortable they are, how clear the sound is. You just feel like you're in a room with the symphony playing the instruments. You can hear the violin, etc. I have a video that I'll link down below of the HD 598s on my full review on these guys. But there's no real comparison. These do the job. You get to listen to music, listen to your video, whatever, and they sound okay, but if you want a true audio experience, you're gonna wanna spend more on the open back is something like this. So where does that leave us? I feel like the budget market for headphones, there's tons of them, but these from Superlux would be a great pickup for $27 on Amazon. If you're just looking for a headphone that you can throw around, you know, you have one swivel cup there, and be able to throw them in a bag. They come with a little bag, they come with the adapter. That's a great little pickup there for it. They sound great overall for what they are, especially with that V20's quad DAC pumping out the slightly higher impedance on these guys. They might not sound as great on a weaker headphone amp from a say an iPhone or another Android device, but out of the quad DAC it really gets to really accentuate the sound out of these. The R100 are 32 ohms for the impedance, but that doesn't really matter when it comes to this. If they're not a higher range, you're not really going to notice a huge difference in it. The higher ones do need a better amp to take advantage and power them properly. So the question is, are budget headphones worth it? And obviously that comes down to each type and whatever, but these R100s, I would say, probably not. I mean, 20 bucks, that's super cheap and they're gonna get the job done. If you just need an extra pair of headphones for around the house, give to the kids or a friend or whatever, they're gonna be okay. You're gonna be able to hear audio and they'll be fine. But for the HD 562s, I think they actually have a great value. And if you're looking for an on-the-ear and you're not worried about a little bit of a clamp on there, they're still pretty comfortable overall and have a great sound for $30. You're getting a lot of good value with the extra ear pads, with the bag for it, the adapter, and everything. I think that's a great pickup. Keep it around the house, have it for things. And if you're kind of more of a little bit of an audiophile like me, upgrade in the future or get another set of headphones down the road. For under 30 bucks, I would be surprised if you can find an on-ear headphone that would sound better than this. Real clear, real punchy, overall just a great sound, enjoyable to listen to. So much so, what I'm gonna do for you guys is that I wanna give these away to you. What I wanna do here is I wanna give either these HD 562 from Superlux away or the R100s away, whichever one you decide. If you wanted the over-ear and you're really feeling that, you can get those, or these. This is gonna have to be a United States giveaway. I can't do this international right now, but I wanna give them away to just one of you guys that have been supporting me, liking the videos, commenting, and telling me all about what you like about the videos. I really appreciate your guys' support. So I'd love to send some of these out to you guys and win. There's gonna be a gleam.io link down below, which will let you enter, and all you have to do is follow on social media and things like that and share the video. You'll get entries and able to get a pair of headphones like this. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. But as always, you keep it classy. No, I only wanted one swivel, not two. Two is way too much swivel. Wow.